there's more that we need to talk about, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
They should come.
in the course of your career, and this is partly why the show is called Mortal Coils, you had a pretty severe health scare.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't come from jumping out of
Oh, no.
planes or.
It came from, I think, my lung thing. It started with COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and I think I contacted that from the belts, because I had to work with glue, right? I made a lot of belts, right? Nordstrom, Magnin, a bunch of stores, and it tell you right there on the can of glue, warning that if you need ventilation, and all this stuff. Did I listen? No. So I got the lung thing. Not only the glue, but smog. Back in the 70s, 80s, we had a really bad smog here in LA. And I did smoke a few cigarettes, and pot. I smoked pot, and so it gave me the lung condition, right? And then it got really bad. It got really, really, really bad. And I think it was like 2014, I got diagnosed with COPD, and immediately I was on oxygen, right? And so I had to use oxygen 24/7 for 12 years.
Really?
Yeah, 12 years. And then I got, I couldn't do it anymore, because I knew I was on my way out.
Couldn't do it, meaning your artwork stopped.
I knew I couldn't do that when they diagnosed me, right? Because it was hard to do anything, it started being really hard to do anything, walk upstairs or anything like that, right?
Because you couldn't get any oxygen.
I couldn't get any oxygen. So yeah, I stopped making art, like 12, 13 years ago. I stopped making art. And then I'd try, but the only thing I was making was masks. I started making masks in 2020, because that's the only thing I could do. But, it was no chemicals involved, so it was easy. But I just figured, I was going to doctors and stuff all that time. And then finally, I got so bad that I was in a wheelchair.
Really?
At first I was had a walker, and then I graduated to the wheelchair. Right, and that's when I knew, oh no, so then I went to Cedar Sinai and told them, talked to them, and can you start testing me for, lung transplant? So I went through that whole process, which took almost a year, because they test you from head to toe, right? If there's anything wrong with you, you're not getting a lung.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm talking anything. So I went through that whole process, and they're thorough. They don't miss a beat. Okay. So I got on the lung transplant team. I'm on the lung transplant list. And I got really lucky again there. Fortunate again, because they were waiting a long time to get those lungs, They're waiting. Some people die before they get them. Some people are too sick to make it off the table. I got a donor in 9 days after being on the list.
No kidding.
I swear, 9 days. But when I got there, they checked the lungs out and everything, and they saw that they had hepatitis B and some other crazy stuff they didn't want to tell me about, and they denied the lungs. They didn't think they were good enough, so they sent me home. But they told me, I was all depressed and everything, right? But they told me, don't worry. And this was really strange that they said this. They said to me, don't worry. For whatever reason, you're on the top of the list, and whatever lungs come in next, they go to you. She said, just stay by the phone, because it's the holidays.
Oh my God.
She said that.
Oh my God.
She said that. It's the holidays. I said, what?
Oh no.
And 3 days later, they called me up, December 20th. I had lungs. I went back, and I got that transplant.
Now you say lungs, was it a double transplant?
Double. I got 2 lungs. And and on top of that, the surgeon told me that I am the 9th person to have it done, the Cedar Sinai, a double lung transplant done robotically.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So all the doctors are sitting around watching it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I asked, how's it done? I mean, the robot has to have some kind of training. You know what I'm saying? What? He said to me, He said, no, the robot emulates my hand movement. I said, okay, you're involved then. And he says, yeah, I'm involved. I was wondering, what are you talking about? So he says, you know, he's doing his little thing.
Right. It's just doing the same thing, but at a much smaller
Right,
scale.
yeah. And they sent me a video of this robot doing an operation on someone, right, doing a transplant, and the little hands are going super fast. I mean, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I did that, and it was so crazy. They they test you from head to toe. After I got out of ICU and I was up, you know, awake, alert and stuff, the surgeon and the whole team came in. They said, we have to talk to you. We found cancer in your lungs. They found cancer in the lungs that they took out of me.
Oh, the ones they took out.
The ones that they took out of me. And I was like, oh, how did that happen? I mean, you guys, they didn't find it. If they had found it, I wouldn't have gotten new lungs. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
There's you know, they test you. I'm telling you, they test you. They found cancer in the lungs they took out. And so so because of that, they're thinking that did some escape? Did some go to another part of her body? So every 6 months now, it was every 3 months, but now every 6 months,
Go back and get tested.
I get tested, you know, a CT or a PET scan to see if any cancer, you know, leaked out and went to another part of my body. But so far, they haven't found it. December 20th will be 2 years since the transplant.
Amazing story.
Uh-huh.
And so you got back into making art.
Yes.
And you're not afraid of the glue or anything like that?
I am.
Don't
We're
want-
trying to figure out other materials for me to use.
Non-toxic.
Non-toxic materials. So
Yeah.
my work will probably change a lot.
But it'll still be natural.
It'll still be
It'll
natural.
still be paper that you make and wood and stone and
Yeah.